Hey everyone, and welcome. Today we are diving deep into a fascinating short story called Selina. We're basically going to pull apart this modern fairy tale piece by piece to see exactly how the author takes a totally ordinary, miserable world and just sets it on fire with a spark of the supernatural. We'll look at how a really bad day can turn into something else, something magical.
And right from the get-go, the story just grabs you. The author doesn't just say, oh, it was raining. No, the weather is foul. It immediately sets this heavy, oppressive mood. And then bam, this sudden violent action. Something threw herself at his feet. That choice of words is so specific, right? It creates this instant sense of mystery and panic. You're immediately asking, wait, who is she? And what on earth does she want?
So before you can get to the magic, you have to set the stage. You have to ground the audience in reality. And this first part of the story is all about painting this perfectly awful scene. The goal is to make us feel the main character's frustration, his loneliness, so that when the weird stuff starts happening, we understand why he's so open to it.
And the author doesn't just tell us our guy is having a bad day. They show us. It's this whole catalog of just mundane misery, an aching shoulder, a razor cut, a burn from breakfast. These are all these small, relatable pains that just pile on top of each other. It's so well done that when the first little hint of supernatural stuff happens, this talking cat, he just writes it off as one more absurd thing on an already ridiculous day.
Okay, and this is where it shifts from just physical annoyances to the emotional core of the character. This isn't just some guy having a bad day, you see. He is profoundly lonely. And that phrase, trying to convince himself he was needed, wow, that vulnerability is the absolute key to this whole story. He's perfectly primed for any kind of connection, even a connection that completely breaks the rules of reality. And here it is. This is the moment, the inciting incident, the point where the ordinary world just shatters and the story really kicks into gear. A stray cat shows up. But, as we're about to find out, this is no ordinary stray cat. This is the catalyst for everything that's about to happen.
This description is so important. The author tells us right away, this animal is different. It's not scared, it's not looking for pity, it's commanding, it has an agenda. And that word frightening, that's key. It injects this little bit of danger and power right from the start. This isn't some pet you rescue, this is a force you have to reckon with.
And boom, there it is, the first explicitly supernatural moment. He doesn't just think the cat wants in, it's a direct telepathic command. A thought that isn't his gets planted right in his head. And even though he's trying to explain it away as stress or something, he still does it. He obeys. The magic has already taken root, whether he's ready to admit it or not.
All right, so that brings us to the rising action. That door to the supernatural has been kicked wide open, and now the strange events start to escalate. The line between what's real and what our narrator desperately wishes was just a delusion starts to get really blurry.
So he's in the car, and he gets this undeniable proof, a velvet female whisper. His reaction is exactly what you'd expect, sheer panic. He's desperately looking for a logical source. But when he looks back and just sees a sleeping cat, his brain goes into self-preservation mode. He chooses to believe he's hallucinating, actively fighting this impossible thing that's happening right in front of him.
But that night, oh man, the magic isn't whispering anymore. It's screaming. The dream he has isn't just a dream, it's some kind of transformation. He's filled with this energy, this power he's never felt before. It's intense, it's sensual, and it leaves him feeling more alive than he ever has. The magic isn't just strange anymore, it's also incredibly seductive.
So he's reeling from this insane dream, and then something clicks. A memory comes flooding back, and suddenly it's incredibly important. This flashback shows us this wasn't random at all. A prophecy was put into motion a week ago. He realizes he's been playing a part in some magical ritual without even knowing it. And today, this third day, is when it all comes together. The suspense just goes through the roof.
And that brings us to the climax. Okay, get ready. All the little hints, the whispers, the weird feelings, it has all been building to this one single moment. This is the point of no return, where the truth is finally revealed in the most shocking way you can imagine.
He's drawn to the kitchen by a noise, and there she is. The whole scene is bathed in moonlight, totally dreamlike. Just this perfect, stunning woman. It's like the fantasy from his dream just walked right into his kitchen. For a second, it seems like some kind of miracle. And then, he sees it. The one detail that shatters everything. The one piece that does not fit this perfect human fantasy. The cat ears. And that's the moment of revelation.
The cat he brought home and this woman, they're the same being. His reality is just gone, officially shattered.
I mean, just look at the power dynamic in this conversation. He is so completely overwhelmed, he can barely form a sentence. And her response? It's so calm, so confident, it's almost chilling. She just purrs, "My name is Selina, and now you know everything." She is in total command, holding all the cards, while he's left completely stunned.
So his brain is just fried. But he manages to ask the most logical question he can think of in this insane situation. What are you doing here? And her answer, that she's searching for something, just makes it all even more mysterious. I mean, what could a creature like her possibly be looking for in his kitchen? Her answer is the absolute last thing you would expect. She moves toward him with the grace of a predator and whispers her real purpose, something so deeply human, for love. And that just reframes the entire story, doesn't it? This isn't some random invasion. It's a quest. And somehow he, this lonely guy, is now at the very center of it all.
So after a climax like that, where can the story possibly go? Well, we move into the aftermath, where our guy has to try and process what in the world just happened. But the story's not quite done with him yet. It has one last undeniable piece of proof left to give him.
He runs to the bathroom, probably just trying to snap out of it, but instead he finds hard evidence. That whole list of misery from the morning, it's gone. The shoulder doesn't ache, the cut is gone, the burn has vanished, he's been physically healed. The magic isn't just in his head, it is literally written on his body. But even with proof like that, his rational mind puts up a fight. He walks out of the bathroom and just sees the cat, calmly washing itself. And the human brain just craves normalcy, right? So for a split second, he grabs onto the easiest explanation he can find. It was all a dream, a hallucination.
You can almost feel his relief in this line, that big whew. He is so desperate to believe that his life hasn't been completely turned upside down that he just latches onto the idea that he's overworked. He can go back to his miserable, lonely, but normal life.
But the story has one last little twist waiting for him. As he's walking away, all relieved and ready to just forget the whole thing, his foot touches something on the floor, something that shouldn't be there, something soft and silky. The final beat of suspense.
And that's it. Checkmate. This is the physical proof he absolutely cannot explain away. It's not a fuzzy memory, it's not a healed wound, it's a tangible object from his hallucination. His rational world is just destroyed, completely and for good. The dream was real, the woman was real. And for the final, perfect, chilling cliffhanger, she speaks one last time, not from across the room, but right there, right above his ear. She claims her property, confirming her presence and her total power over him. And the story just ends, right there, leaving you with a million questions. What does she really want? What's going to happen next? And that, right there, is the anatomy of a truly captivating modern fairy tale.